Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Delicious in Dungeon. Last time around we had court cuisine and boiled in salt water. So basically, they were hungry. I mean, that's the plot of every episode of this show, but still. They were hungry. Leos jumped into paintings to try to eat food in there. Didn't work. And then during the night, Chilchuck had to deal with mimics and eventually beat them, and then they cooked up the mimic and ate it. And yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. So yeah, the very short, succinct recap, but yeah. I don't know if you can see if there's anything down here in this corner of the video, but in case you can see it, my Steam Deck is just here, right off screen, and I'm trying to download Halo, so every so often I'm just going to look over, make sure it's all good, and we'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. I won't be too distracted from the episode, so yeah. So, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Delicious in Dungeon. Here we go. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh. Okay. Oh. It's late in the day and my elbows are killing me. Oh, boy. I mean, just like... I tried eating a raw parasite. What do you mean you ate a raw parasite, you moron? In some ways, he is smart. In other ways, he's so stupid, but whatever. Alright. Interesting stuff with this one. I think now, I mean, we've kind of talked about this before, but let's talk a bit about magic. Specifically, senshi and magic. It's an interesting thing, his view of magic, because it's, I mean, quite honestly, he's not wrong, per se. But the fact that he's, very... I mean, he's anti-magic in the sense of he finds that to be an easy way out. Which, to be fair, it is magic, It is this fantastical thing. There's a reason we call it magic, But it's interesting because, his whole thing of he doesn't want to take the easy path. But I like that did kind of backfire on him because he was like, oh, well, maybe I can take and the Kelpie and get across there, But that backfired on him. And it just... it was just too... He was too trusting. He was too trusting. I mean, this brings up another point, which we'll talk about, is why do we like mammals, But for Senshi, I mean... I think the thing mainly is because he doesn't use magic, Because he doesn't use magic... When the opportunity arises, it means that someone else is using the magic, which means he's doing nothing, But what he's not taking into account is the hard work that a mage like Marcel would have put in. At least I'm assuming. I'm assuming you have to put in some hard work to master magic, I mean, essentially, you are mastering a supernatural force that cannot be defined by, scientific terms or by the terms of our reality. Thus, it is called magic. So to be able to master something like that is incredibly difficult, I'm sure. And we know that Marcel isn't even, a master... because, she even says that Fallon was better than she was as a mage. So that's the thing. It's I assume at least there is a lot of hard work that goes into being a sorcerer, being a mage, but Senshi doesn't go through that, you know? At the same time, you could look at it in the reverse way of Senshi can do these things for them, but they're technically not doing it, you know? I don't know. It's all just a matter of, you know, it's all just a matter of did you put in the work, quite honestly. And they all do put in work, but it's specifically magic that he... Maybe because it's a thing of... For a lot of these spells, Marcel puts in the work technically once in using this... first using the spell. And then after that, the hard work... I don't know. Maybe it's just that it's not there, technically. It's like all that hard work was, time ago. Whereas now... She's just like, okay, I did that once, now I can just do it again, basically. It's the difference of going through the process of cooking a meal and ordering DoorDash, you know? Like, that's the thing. It would be like if Marcel made this incredible meal, and then anytime she wanted to, snapped her fingers and that exact meal popped up again, basically. It's like, well, you didn't put in the work on these subsequent meals, but you did do it the first time. I guess that's the thing, you know? So it's an interesting thing seeing Senshi, not like magic, basically, you know? He doesn't approve of the, taking the easy way, taking the easy path, you know? But I like that, after they defeat the, after they have to kill Anne the Kelpie, and I like that Marcel does take the time, takes some of the fat, and puts in hard work to make that into soap for him to use, which is good. Guys, you gotta clean your beards. I literally washed my beard this morning. Actually, the funny thing about that is, yesterday I noticed I had a lot of beard dandruff, which happens because, quite honestly, you could forget about it. Like, it's pretty much non-visible unless you look right up close to a beard. But I had a lot of dandruff in my beard. Again, very hidden. So, pretty much what you do is you just take a comb and you just chisel out all that, dead skin and dirt and everything. So, but then this morning when I took a shower, I did that again, and used shampoo and water and everything, and I completely cleaned out. So my beard is all nice and clean now. So, and honestly, it is a thing of, I have to remember it, man. I'm gonna try to keep my beard a bit cleaner, which I mean, like, I wash my face in the morning too, and that does help, keep the beard clean, but quite honestly, I can forget sometimes to just actually wash my beard, so, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it if you have a beard. I mean, it is just like, it's like washing your face, You have to wash, you should wash your face, keep that clean, but your beard is also, is very specific, so, your beard is specific, but you should do that too. Sound off in the comments. Do you have a beard? Do you have a beard like Senshi, like myself? I don't know. I'd be curious how many of you have beards, and how long have you had your beard? I've had mine for 10.5 years, because it was in October of 2014 that I first grew my beard, which was actually around the same time I made this channel. So, yeah. So that's how long I've had this beard, and is funny because it was my senior year of high school when I grew the beard, and I remember my mom saying that I would have to shave it off when I do my senior pictures, and then I didn't. I've never shaved my beard off since I grew it, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy having a beard so much, so I feel like it frames my face a bit better, helps out with the doughiness that I've got going on. So yeah, but sound off. Do you have a beard? How long is your beard too? I keep mine pretty trim. I don't really like it when my beard gets too long. So, which is ironic because I do really like it when my hair gets long. Especially back when I had more hair up there. But even still, it's like I like when my hair gets long, but I do not like when my beard gets long. I don't know. So, anywho. So yeah, then there were the sirens, which that was funny. That it's like how do you combat a siren? Is you have someone sing the song that they're singing just really loudly, and he wasn't really out of tune. Like it wasn't even like that bad, but it makes you wonder. It's like, can I just sing any song? Can I just start singing All Star? You know, they're doing all their like oh like singing. And I just started going, somebody once told me. It's like, if I just start singing Smash Mouth, is that going to work? That's the siren's greatest weakness, is Smash Mouth. So, boy. Unfortunately, that probably is a song I can sing by heart. I don't know. I can probably sing a lot of songs by heart. But at the same time, it's like, that was the first thing that came to mind, is singing All-Star. I don't know. There's probably a couple Ninja Sex Party songs that I could sing by heart. So you just gotta belt it out. So that was interesting. Then we had the Kraken, which was a very interesting and fun. It is interesting too that it's like, you know, actually eating the Kraken was actually not that good. Just eating it, and you know, because you can just eat it raw, but that wasn't good. But it was the parasite, the giant parasite within it, that was good. So, oh boy. So that was interesting. And I did like using, because hey, friggin', you know, Senshi will acknowledge when magic is useful, and it's her way of combat, and so she can use that, keep the Kraken on the surface, and then that will give him the opportunity to go in and stab it and kill it. So that was good. I like that. The good teamwork there. So, and then he ate the giant raw parasite, which gave him a parasite. It's just, good grief. I hate that idea, you know. Too, just the fact that it's like, just hit him with healing magic every so often, you know. And so every I don't know, half hour or so, like even during the night, she just has to bonk him on the head and make sure he's okay. That's the thing about Leos, is he's smart, but he's also kind of an idiot, you know. You know, and we did say we would talk about, you know, what is it about mammals? I mean, it's true. It's true. I mean, just think about the fact, I love the memes. I love the meme of like it's like a picture of a wolf, and it's like 10,000 years ago, and it's just a wolf, and it's like, all right, I think I'm gonna go over there. Maybe I can get some food. They don't seem like they're gonna hurt me. Let me see if I can go get some food. And then just present day, and it's just like a poodle, and it's just fuck, you know. It's just like, that's pretty much how it happened. The domestication of dogs, you know. What is it about mammals? And, you know, the same applies to with the Kelpie and the Kelpie. I mean, it looks like a horse, and he fell for it basically. And if it wasn't for Leos being there, he could have died, you know. But we talked about this on The Sopranos too last season. Season 4, where it's just like, what is it about horses that humanity loves so much, you know? What is it about mammals that we like? I mean, maybe it's just that we are mammals ourselves. So mammals understand, you know, we have this sort of base connection to other mammals, you know? I don't know. There's just something about it. Like, we see maybe humanity. I mean, that is kind of it though. Cause I mean, I have a dog. He's appeared in some videos. It's been a while. It's been a while since he's appeared in some videos, but he's appeared in some videos over the years, and quite honestly, it's so interesting because I feel like I can look at his face and I can tell what he's feeling, you know. And you know, this, don't quote me on this, but I think I think I heard once that, like, dogs, they don't really have eyebrows, really, but they kind of developed a type of brow, at least, like, something that is sort of noticeable above their eyes, some sort of brow line, and that was to help communicate to humans, and who knows, that that could actually be the case. Again, don't quote me on that, but I kind of look at my dog and I see some of the expressions that he has sometimes, and I'm like, I feel like I can tell what you're thinking, the funny thing is, I feel like I can tell what my dog is thinking, and sometimes I feel like I really can communicate with him. I don't think I could ever have a kid, though. Sometimes, like, I look at, like, babies on TV and stuff, and I think, you fucking ugly thing, and it's just some weird creature, I don't think I'm cut out to. I don't think I'm cut out to have a kid, so... Of course, if I do have a kid in the future, then we can come back to this episode and have a good chuckle about it, but... I don't know, I think I might just be an animal guy. I think I might just be an animal guy. I've had 2 dogs over my life, and I would be open to having a cat at some point, so... Not right now, though, because if there was a cat, this dog would go after that cat, so... Although maybe a cat would, give him a quick smack and he'd calm down. I don't know, though. I don't know. Anywho. But another good episode, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. I say that at the end of every episode. I'm curious to see where we're going next time. I don't know. That's just like my transition phrase to transition to the outro. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, with all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Delicious in Dungeon reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.